Hi, my name is Carla, and I'm trying to make a leather skirt. I love leather skirts ever since I lived in Germany. So I've been wanting to make a leather skirt for a long time. And I know how to hand sew. I know a little bit about sewing machines. And I'm going to start with a Brother XL-5130. And I'm going to show you, first of all, it started to bunch up underneath. And I couldn't sew it. So I persevered, and I figured out how to complete my leather skirt. First of all, I'm going to show you the machine that I have and some of the bunching that happened. This is the bunching that happened underneath. So that's from the bobbin underneath. See, like they call it like a bird's nest. There's another spot right here. So finally, I was working on it, and I got it to work, and I am really excited. I had to rethread the bottom one and the top one, and here's a little threading that I did that side and that side. Oh, that one didn't work, but I'll show you the one that did right here. So we got I had to rethread everything. So here it is. This is the XL-5130. I had to rethread all of this. I will show you how it works now. Okay, so I managed to get it to work. I now have it ready to go. And this is the success, and I'm going to get into what happened. This is the leather. Okay, so that I will show you successfully worked. I'm going to finish going straight down the pins. So I have to turn it around this way a little bit. And go straight down here. And I got it to successfully work without any bunching. See on that side, and then you can see on that side. So I got it to work. Okay, so this is the bobbin part of this. I took it out of there. And what you want to do is I have all the pieces. I have this one, and this one, and this one right here. And they're all gonna fit in there. They have to fit the right way. So put this bobbin part in here, right there, and then you have to find this this part right here. You have to thread that thread through there, and it'll come out there. Okay, so we got that. See that thread coming out there? We got that going the right way. So hopefully that's the right way of the thread. Maybe it should be the other way. So we're gonna try it that way, where it's threaded this way and turning this like this. So then we're gonna put it on here. Oops. Click it in there. Your little threads coming out the top, like here. Yeah, and you can pull it quite easily. Look. Yeah, and you should notice that you have a little cut thing, this thing right here, so that your thread is going to have to get cut right there. Now, that's quite important when it goes like that. See, it's going to be cut when it goes a certain way. Okay, so we're going to place it in here, and then this one on top. So we don't have to worry about threading right now. We're going to thread it later. We're going to put this in here. But I found the best way is try to get the bobbin up at the top, this part. That part goes up to the top, and then you keep the other one down lower, and you can slip it in there right here. There you go. See how that fits in there? Whoops. And then I have this bobbin thing at the top, facing the top. So you go like this, and then you have this one up here, and then this one can fit right on it. So you have the thread coming out the top. You have this one kind of placed in here. Just place this thing over it. That's all you want to do. Place it over the top like that. And then we're going to try to place it in here. These two things on the sides, you see this one, they're going to hold it. So that kind of gives you a clue of which way it's going to go. Okay, I think this way. That's the way it's going to go up. Okay, thanks. So that's the way I got it in there. I had to move this thing, which was down. I had to push it up, make sure that's facing up, and hold that there while you put this on top, with that top part going on the top. See that right here? I don't have enough fingers, but over here, I'm gonna move this guy over, that part on the top, that little nozzle thing right there. And I click these things over to hold it. But it should be going at the top there. That other underneath thing kind of goes on the side there. And that doesn't move. And we're gonna get this one to thread it. See how that thing moves around with ease underneath? It's gotta move. And then we're gonna thread it. Okay, so see how it went here, inside? Okay, and we pull it up, and we should have, pull it up, and we should have the little underneath one right there. You see that? You got the little underneath one right there. So now, I wanna pull that guy out of there. I use some scissors to try to get him out of there. There he is. And I try to pull him out. You gotta have it both at the back. So I don't know what this little string is right here. Okay, that's probably where that's gotta come. So then we gotta pull him up and out of there. And try to pull this guy out of here. Here he is. He's coming out. See? Okay. There he is. He's coming out. Both of them. Pull it up. Is that what's happening with that string? Yeah, see that string right there? And a little knot right down there. So that should be all a lot easier than that. See that how that's moving back in there? It just got cut off. So that might get stuck in there. So take that off. Extra piece. And try to pull it out so you have two at the back. So you have there. I got two at the back. 1, 2. Then you want to put your material in between. So you got the bottom thread and you got the top thread. And they're both in the back. And then now I put my skirt. I just put my skirt in between. Hold on. And if you don't know, this is how I threaded the top. I have like about a number 5 here, 3, 3, 2. I put this guy on here. This one goes at the back over here, so it moves that way. Comes along here, goes through here, through there, down here, under here, up through this metal thing here, pull it this way, it goes in here, and then it goes down, down, down here, and there's a little, see this little thing right here, you gotta thread that back there, and then you gotta thread the needle, and then you pull it in under here to the back. Now I'm gonna lower this thing down at the back. There's a lever, this one here. It goes down and it makes it off. This comes down, so then this one's right there. You can't put anything. I got the material in there. I'm gonna put this on very low, and I want to see where I'm going, so I want to make it a straight line. Just cut off right here, so I'm gonna go a little bit slower. It's going a little fast. What happened here. So that's fine. We still got 2 threads. That's great. So we must have had the bobbin the wrong way. That's why it was the little bobbin inside of there has to be turned the right way for the thread to flow. So you got to get that one right. Otherwise, it's going to create all those birds' nests. So let's see what kind of threading job we have here. That's nice. Perfect. And on the other side, yeah, nice. That's what you want to do. That's how you want to thread your top and bottom needle on here. I'm going to pick this up now. We're going to cut it so we have enough for next time. Okay, great. So I think we did everything correct on there. Okay, so we finished sewing that top and bottom. We got threaded. It worked just fine. There's no bird's nests clumping of the cotton. So next we're gonna remeasure the skirt because I want to make sure that when I sew this leather, then it definitely fits on. So what I did just now was I tried it on again, and I tried on. So I have this one side that's really nicely sewn, right? I have this one side that we just sewed. And there's a little bit extra material here, but the other side, it's pinned, so I have to remeasure this. So I just tried it on one more time, and I remeasured it to make sure that it's all lined up and there's extra room. So we have that side, and then we have this other side that's pinned. And I'm gonna sew that one right now. So what I decided to do, it's really hard to see with black. What I decided to do, so you can see it feels right when it's on, but it may feel like it's not quite right when you're sewing it. But that size fits me quite well. So then I can always make it smaller. So it's, when I'm walking around, I want a little bit of extra room to move my legs. So I made it a little bit more of an A-frame skirt. So I can, when I'm moving, it's not like tight around my knees. So I want a skirt, especially leather, you want a skirt that kind of comes out a little bit further. I can always take it in a little bit. And now we're gonna look back at my machine. And I have this lifted up right here. And I have the top and the bottom. They didn't clump up, which is good. And I like to pull them out to see what the tension is. By the way, I have a tension, there is a tension knob on the top of the sewing machine, which I have on a 5. So I'm pulling those out, and they feel pretty good. And you saw the way that I threaded that earlier. So now I have my skirt here. On the width, it's not a super tight skirt. So here we go. Just slowly. I'm careful because there's sometimes some things can come down. So yeah, see that guy right there? You don't want to put your finger right there when you're sewing, because this guy right here will come down. So you want to hold it like here. I'm gonna look at what I've just done. See how fine that is? Very, very fine. Okay, it's pushing a little bit too much, so you got to make sure it's going the right way that you want it to. Yeah. So this is going to go straight down, and then we're going to end right here. So you can see it's kind of not lining up quite correctly. So we got to pull the top layer through a little bit more up here. There we go. I want it to keep going. Okay, we pretty much got that one right now. I'm just gonna lift this up under here, this one. Lift that guy up, and then you can use this guy on the side to go the needle up. Now, what have we got? What happened under here? Everything's good. See, you've got 2 threads still, 1 and 2. One for the bottom, that seems to be going very good. And you saw how I put that apart together with the thread going the right direction. Okay.